After 10 Premier League games, Sunderland are fourth. I think it's a start that none of us saw coming. But the big question is, can they sustain it? So I've been having a look at the performance data so far. And the short answer is maybe. We have to talk about Sunderland's defensive performances because they have been unbelievable. And they are the reason why I'm pretty confident that Sunderland can have a really good season and maybe even push for the top half. So this is a stat that I think is quite incredible, really. So in the first 10 games, Sunderland have conceded, according to Opta, an XG against of 11.44. Now, to put it into context just how good that is the fourth best in the entire division. Only Manchester City, Newcastle United, and obviously Arsenal actually have a better XG against so far this season. I think that's testament to the structure Régis Lebris has put in place, but also Sunderland's recruitment, because they really prioritised the defensive structure of the team, making sure they had players who were good in the air, players who were good off the ball, athletic players who could cope with the intensity and the physicality of the Premier League. And the early data suggests that it's given them a platform to keep picking up points, and we're seeing that week in, week out. What's really interesting as well is how Sunderland's style is working for them. So even though they've faced 129 shots so far this season, which is only 14th in the Premier League, and they've faced 42 shots on target, which is actually puts them 12th in the Premier League, so nowhere near as impressive. They actually are only conceding 0.09 XG for every shot they face. That's the second in the entire division after Arsenal. So even though the opposition are getting a lot of shots, a lot of touches in their box, so Sunderland have conceded 265 touches in the box, which is the third highest in the entire division, they're actually not conceding good quality chances. And I think that's testament to how good Sunderland's defensive shape is, how happy their players are defending. And this is what gives me a lot of confidence that they can have a really good season. So they have the third most clearances in the division, the sixth most blocks, and no team in the Premier League has won a higher percentage of their ground duels than Sunderland. I think that tells you not just the quality Sunderland have, but the desire as well, and how that's powering their season so far. Attacking wise, they need to get much better. I think this is obvious. They have the 15th best XG in the division, which is not great. They've had the 12th most shots, but the second lowest number of shots on target, and also the third lowest number of touches in the opposition box. They're also the team that is most dependent on set pieces for their attacking threat. So 43.95% of Sunderland's total XG this season has come from set pieces. Now that's okay. It's a great way for promoted teams to find an edge against other teams, and given Sunderland's brilliant defenders, how good they are on the air, how dangerous they are, I think they'll continue creating chances. So I'm not too worried about that. So overall, Sunderland, we definitely want to see a bit more from them, although I think they have been getting better in the final third. I think realistically, with the Africa Cup of Nations coming up, the fixture list getting harder, and the fact that we're not an amazing team going forward, I think there might be a little bit of a dip. But those defensive numbers and that XG stat in particular tells you why this could potentially be a really, really strong campaign for Sunderland, and credit to Lebris and the players for getting it so right so far.